petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode with the Petty Party Crew. It's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby. Please say the baby. And we're back.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Amakalette coming out the set. What's good, everybody?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Shelly Shell.
Hey everyone, it's just Nick checking in. I am so happy to be back. Sorry I missed the episode, but I know my ladies held it down. It was a really good episode. How's everyone doing?
Honestly, great. Today's been a day. Like, I enjoyed myself. Got a lot done, and now we're here. What are y'all watching, if y'all don't mind me asking? Like, off the top, real quick.
Forever.
Oh, really?
Y'all,
The best, hands down. It's so crazy because, like, Forever, I loved it before I even found out what it was based on. And when I found out what it was based on, I was like, it makes sense. Judy Blume was one of my favorite authors growing up.
good.
Literally, like, Tiger Eyes Forever. Like, I read all these books. So, like, the fact that I saw it in, like, a black version, it was just, it sealed the deal for me. Like, it was best show I've watched in years.
I'm waiting for the hype to die down.
It's crazy because I feel like the show has been shoved down my throat that I almost thought it was not going to be good. So it's crazy because I kept seeing all the promotion for it and I'm just like, I guess, because if the show was that good, would you have to do all this promo? And then I'm just hearing everybody say like, this
It's
show
really
is
good.
so
No, I've heard
good.
nothing but good things about it. I started it. I'm on episode 1. I haven't made it past that. But
I think with shows like now, I like how they're going back to the basics. We do need promo. We do need we need to know what the hype is about prematurely, you know? But another good show I would have to recommend is Your Neighbors and Friends on Apple TV. Y'all watch that. That show, like from beginning to end.
dang, what is it
Great.
about?
I can't tell you.
Not
you have
even
to
what
watch
it's
it.
about?
Okay, I'll just give you a.
Is it a murder mystery?
Just like what kind of like
Kind of, but not really.
I saw a trailer,
Kind of, but
that's
not
all.
really. But it's about a man. He loses his job and he starts stealing from his neighbors. And that's all I'm going to tell y'all. But it's very good. Like Apple TV once again didn't miss. Like the budget's there, looks good. And then I'll tell y'all about something I watched. So I've been on Prime Video a lot watching Lifetime movies.
I feel like Prime Video is hard to find stuff. Like, people always tell me they find something.
like, how?
But I think it's by luck.
I type in Lifetime movies and just go on the list. So I watched She Was Led by Two. And y'all, it was about a woman that married 2 men at the same time. She was a bigamist. Great movie. And then The Reader 2 was good with Kate Winslet. That was a nice movie as well.
oh dang, you got some good ones.
Yeah.
I've been on Prime Video tough. Like, y'all don't sleep.
Like I said, all I can really cape for right now is Forever. From beginning to end, it had me locked in. I had every emotion possible that you could have with a show. It was great.
That's good.
Like, I think that it's so crazy because, like, even some of the smallest characters played some of the biggest roles in the show.
I feel like that show just gives me. Remember that show you tried to get me to watch about that boy and that girl? I forgot the name of it. You've been trying to get me to watch. It's on Netflix. It was like
Every Day.
Okay, so like it's giving me the vibes of
Or
that.
Someday.
It's giving me the vibes of that where like I don't want to be emotional watching something right now.
yeah.
Like, I'm just not in the mood to just like tap into that right
It's
now.
not your first love. That's all.
Yeah.
And she tried to say, "Oh, it's not that." I'm like, "Girl, I've been watching."
But you know, I was like trigger warning though.
Yeah.
In some parts you'd be like,
what?
it'd be the message.
Yeah.
You know, I typically do the throwback TVs. I always watch like old shows rewatch. So I'm watching Sex in the City right now.
Ooh, you know,
That's-
and
that's a good
You know,
safe
it's crazy.
watch.
We're the age of when that show started.
You know,
so you're
honestly,
watching at
I
the right
love
time.
a good. That show was ahead of its time. I love shows like that where it's like it was just ahead of its
Are
time.
you Team
and it
Carrie?
was.
Or Samantha, or Charlotte.
I don't know. We're gonna have to get back on that one because
Okay.
I feel like I'm just now kind of started. I actually didn't watch it back
Crazy.
then
I need to watch it again because I haven't watched a full
as an
season.
adult.
I feel like I'm like I don't know. Carrie's character is too relatable for me.
No, all of the thing is you find yourself in all the characters. I think that's why it's so like what it is now because it's like dang, like imagine that came out when we were young, but like it applies as we're old. I'm like dang,
Yeah,
this
maybe
guys
we
are
want-
the
Sex
same.
in the City or Girlfriends?
Because I rewatched Girlfriends and
I rewatched Girlfriends
was
as
good.
well. Girlfrions is good. I mean,
That's
Girlfriends because
that's
they're
a black show, so it's
Sorry,
like,
Girlfriends
you know,
because they're
it's
black.
supposed to be
It's like You know,
It's almost like
relatable.
living single versus
Yeah,
friends.
friends. And
Oh,
living
yeah.
singles superior.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Friends was good though.
I
watch
love Friends. I'm not gonna lie.
I really like
I
Friends.
never watched Friends.
I do not
Living
understand the
single.
Friends slander.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I don't have any slander against Friends. It's just when I found out that they bid off Living Single, I can't. Yeah, I never want to watch it after that. Sorry.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and move into our motto. So the title is "I Need Down There Girl Friendship Advice."
down there.
What?
I need some advice, y'all.
Like on her kitty cat?
One of my best, closest friends sometimes smells down there. She's told me many times in the past that she's often doesn't wear underwear, so there's not even much of a barrier. There's been multiple times when she's gotten up and there's been a smell, fishy and urine-like, that lingered. Same with the restroom. I've been to the bathroom after her and I couldn't believe the smell. I know she showers every day, so I know it's not that she's skipping showers. It's pretty bad to the point where I think she's got to know. But also, why would she not wear underwear or do something about it if she knew, right? I've thought about bringing it up to her, but I don't know how she would take it. But I also feel like a horrible friend letting her walk around with that smell. Surely, I'm not the only one who's noticed. Would you tell her? If so, how do I do it, y'all?
Damn,
First things first.
kind of tough.
Yeah, that is it's gonna be a very difficult
Tough
conversation.
conversation.
However, it's just the you just have to be kind of not rude about it, but hey girl, I noticed like a smell. Is everything good? Like, I'm not trying to. No, this is not even because
How?
what?
That's how you. No,
But it's not.
I would approach
but it's
it.
not a
I would
funny
be upset. I would be
because
like,
I'm not gonna lie. I have 2 points to make here because she might have BV and
Yeah.
doesn't
That's what I
know
was
it.
thinking.
You know,
Yeah.
so that could be something too. And to me, it's like we have to, as women, be comfortable talking to each other about things like this because sometimes she may not know that that's what that is. You know, if she's used to not wearing underwear, like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't wear underwear. I get waxes. Like so, someone that waxes, y'all ladies out there that feel me or men, if you get waxes, you sometimes more than likely will not wear underwear, but I feel like there might be something going on. So just be like, hey girl, like I noticed like a smell or something. Is everything okay? Like as your friend, like I'm kind of concerned. Cause like to me, she shouldn't be upset because I'm not gonna lie, like a smell is like a big deal. Like that's a stain. You know what I'm saying? So there's no easy way to have this conversation. That's what I'm basically trying to say. But I do think you have to say something. As her friend, if you're smelling that too, you can't let your friend walk around sad like that. That's crazy.
no, you can't. Yeah, I'd probably just be like, girl, you know, I love you, right? Like, and you know, this is coming from a place of love. So just like, I want you to be able to receive this. Is, you know, I probably would introduce it like that and then go to probably, let's talk about doctors. You know what I mean? I'll probably just go from there because again, if it's that bad, it might be, it's something that she probably needs to go to the doctor for. So
Yeah.
I probably would bring it up that way.
So
but I've also suggested like hygiene products to my friends and like they love them, you know? So suggest hygiene products like, hey, like if I don't know if you're actively having sex, like
Right.
after you have sex, you can use this.
Yeah.
So on, you know, just
Like
things
witch
like
hazel
that.
wipes.
Yeah.
Or yeah, a good way could just be like maybe ask like, hey, do you mind if I ask you a personal question and kind of like start the conversation? Not just so much saying they smell, but just like ask questions like, do you mind if I ask you a
Like,
personal
what
question
do you
about like what
use?
you're doing or do you do? Like ask questions like that because
Yeah.
they may already, because for all you know, what if they do know?
Yeah.
And it's like the last thing you want to tell somebody is they smell. What if they're just like, oh, well, I have a condition or this and that. And then you're just like, oh shit, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. And now, you know what I mean? It goes completely left. So you just ask them like, hey, like what hygiene products are you currently using? Like, how do you feel about this or that? Like if you had, or ask like, a hypothetical question like that. Like, hey, if I smelled, you would tell me, right? If you smell, would you want me to tell you? Like ask questions like that. Cause what if she's like,
No.
Yeah.
no.
No, don't do
No.
that. Don't do that.
No,
Like, to me,
that
it's like
one.
beating around the
Hey,
bush.
yeah. If I
Like, just
smell,
get
would you
to
tell
it.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, 'cause,
Would you want me
basically you're trying to
No.
say she smells. Like, you know,
No,
like,
like
it's a precursor to that.
Because I don't know, sometimes like I do think it's important to
Figure out where they're at.
figure out where we're at and figure out where
that
people's
space.
boundaries are because some people like regardless you can say I'm coming from a safe space, not everybody was going to receive
Right.
that
Yeah,
in that
for
way
sure.
and for them they could feel like attacked, they could feel bullied, they could feel embarrassed. You could be telling something they already know, especially if you say oh they should smell it. You don't think they have family and people who have brought it up to them, so it could be something they're battling and they're telling themselves okay, well until I figure this out maybe nobody knows, and here you are, girl, I can smell you from a mile away, like you
but
know.
also too, like I guess like hygiene talk has been a big thing, and I guess a lot of women apparently have not like been like really cleaning themselves well. So to me, this is not normal. You know, this I've seen a lot of women like, dang, I didn't know that you're supposed to be like wiping front to back. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So some people weren't even taught how to, you know, be clean.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like I don't. Like you're writing in, I don't want it to come off as like we're calling your friend like not clean. We're not. It's just this is to me a normal conversation. I feel like we as women especially should start having with one another. You know, giving each other tips. Like one thing I'll say: witch hazel wipes will save your life in the summertime when you get sweaty. Thank me later.
But you know the crazy part is like, okay, you know that trend lately of things I'm not feeding into or buying into, and people like
the
make their
propaganda.
list. I don't believe that you actually have to use a whole bunch of products down there.
I don't either.
No, no way.
I actually don't think you need to use
Anything.
anything.
I feel like
you're not supposed to.
You're
She
not
don't have do
supposed
any of
to.
that.
Like
hot
so-
water.
Yeah,
No,
like
yeah.
literally, like
soap.
It
so I
cleans
think that
itself.
like exactly a vagina, it cleans itself naturally, especially at night. That's the reason why they actually tell you to not wear underwear at night when you're sleeping. Of course, unless like maybe that time of the month, but like it naturally cleans itself out. So like I feel like a lot of the times whenever one like smells like that happen, it's one like something that actually like a doctor has to fix, or it's like diet and like things that you're actually like
What you're consuming.
and that can lead
Maybe
to a
eating
lot of those
sugary things.
Or medication.
Not enough
medication,
yogurt.
of
Yeah.
course, medication.
Yeah,
But I'm saying like
yeah.
that's like something a doctor would like at that point would
Yeah.
have to fix. But yeah, I don't think you have to
Yeah.
do a lot down there.
Or sometimes you gotta leave some of these niggas alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could
that
be
part
that
too.
dude
Throwing your pH off.
That
throwing
part
it all the
too.
way off.
That
And
part
also, too,
too.
guys, y'all don't have to wear thongs every day either.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing a
No.
thong every day.
I mean,
I don't either.
I don't know, cause I'm a thong wearer, but like not every day, cause like that whole. I'd rather wear no underwear than a thong.
What I will say is, it is important to make sure. I know, like a lot of these, like especially the seamless underwears, is very common for it to be like spandex, whatever. It is important to make
Cotton.
sure that you have a cotton lining.
Yeah.
Your underwear should be 100%
Yeah,
cotton.
They should.
no spandex material. Ooh,
Because
no.
you have to understand, y'all polyester, y'all are putting plastic on your vagina. You wonder why your pussy can't breathe.
Yeah. No, I mean she has a very valid point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can't breathe.
I know.
I
That's
am-
polyester. That's plastic.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to have this conversation. 'Cause I know it's going to be hard, but I know you can do it, and you're a great friend even having the conversation.
Yeah.
Because some people wouldn't even do it and just let people walk around.
I mean, because that's a hard. Because I've been in that predicament. I'm not gonna lie. And like, I there was no, because it was a grown woman. It was
Yeah, same.
you know what I'm saying. So it's like, what can you say?
See, I
Like,
haven't had like a vagina, but I've had like armpits.
Yeah.
Like I've had that conversation with people
No.
about like, you
Yeah,
know,
like,
like,
hey,
you're
make
trying
sure
a new
you, like-
routine.
no.
Yeah.
In my situation, it was a very long time ago. A job I had, and it was a coworker, but she was older. She was older with kids, and she was married. So that's why I was just like, how do you like? What do you even say? Like,
I'm not saying anything to a coworker.
I mean, if y'all are cool,
No.
No, you have to move around.
You're not my
Yeah.
friend or family. You're a coworker.
Next, you know,
mask
we
on.
sit in HR office.
Mask on.
oh yeah, that's true.
Mask on.
That's
Because
true.
some people are like, oh, she's bullying me, saying I smell. Mask on. It's okay.
She's like, I use
I'll tell you.
crystal deodorant, and she's trying to pressure me to use aluminum. Like, no,
But that's another thing too. Like, you know, never mind.
that crystal deodorant does not
Never
work.
mind.
at all.
Yeah.
Just be a victim.
Yeah. Yeah.
does
yeah.
not work.
Oh my God. I remember back in the day, like, you used to use roll-on deodorant. That stuff.
I still use roll-on.
I use, what's that called? Salt and Stone. I love that.
I still use roll-on deodorant. Like my,
Avon was that girl.
yeah.
No, there was like a brand that they had it like, remember Sack and Save? Like, it was like a,
oh my
like
gosh,
a generic
Sack and
brand.
Save.
Yeah. And
Sack and
so-
Save is right up there with Eckerd's. Y'all remember
Yeah,
Eckerd's?
Eckerd.
Oh my gosh, they got bought out by what, CVS?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Walgreens,
probably.
CVS, one of
Yeah.
them.
Remember?
And Sack and Save is turned into Fiesta.
Oh Lord.
And I feel like Fiesta is a Sack and Save.
Yeah, look.
Gosh, oh my gosh, Sack and Save.
Let me ask y'all.
Remember the brand High Top?
What's this new evidence they are talking about
With who?
with Tory?
You want to y'all again with this?
Yeah, that's
like,
why it's like
I'm okay. I'm good on this topic. Y'all got
Yeah.
it.
We talked about it last time. That's why.
no, they released an audio where I guess a witness has said
Yeah.
that they saw Kelsey shooting from the car. And somebody was like, "This is the new evidence." I'm like,
No, they've been showing a lot of videos. I'm like, guys,
I'm like,
what
And
is
then I know I did recently see like I guess the interview like right after the incident happened between like Megan, the interview of Megan, the interview of Tory,
I seen it.
but it didn't get brought into evidence. But I still
What was
feel
the problem
like
with the video?
That's what I said. I still feel like it didn't.
It didn't do
Yeah, I'm like,
anything. It didn't
she
do
said
anything.
you shot
And so
her.
I
That's
don't-
even worse. You
Literally, the
suppress
people
that.
bro. That's why I'm just like, y'all need to turn your brains on. Like, this is propaganda, guys. Please stop falling for it. This is crazy work.
I do think there's more to the case. Though.
I don't.
And so I've always been on that. There's more to the case, and obviously things. Look what's happening right now. I'm not saying that I'm not speaking towards the videos, but I feel like there is more to this case.
You think it's like an OJ thing where we'll find out 20 years later? OJ Simpson.
I mean, I hope you find out before he serves that entire sentence.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why.
This is a long time.
You don't think?
I don't think we'll care.
It's already been like 2.
I 100% think that Tory's serving the full sentence.
Me too.
Yeah, Tory's not
Nothing
getting
has
out.
But, like,
surfaced to make me think
I know
otherwise.
you have
And
that.
as soon as
Like
he
that.
finishes, he's going back to Canada.
I know you have that representative like speaking out. I don't know what she's gonna
I'm
do,
like,
but
the evidence that you're
72
saying.
hours has came and went, and they
Dropped
not
something, but it's like I feel like the stuff they're dropping
It's
is
already
not
out there.
Yeah, that's the part
Like,
that's confusing me. I'm like,
nothing new.
this, like, I see why your appeals kept getting denied.
No, but
thank
they did
you.
say like DNA samples was 0.1.
But I feel like they said that a long time
I know, and it's like, why do they want you to take the fall?
Oh my gosh.
No, Paula, you are
There's
actually
something
ridiculous.
going, y'all. Okay. But we have to be
why
honest,
would
like,
you-
no, like let's have a serious moment
The
here.
fact that that's not what I thought you were going to
No,
say.
literally. I'm like,
No, like let's listen here. Y'all have to understand there are things going on behind the scenes that us at this table are not privy to.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like something is going on, and there are people that have to be the fall guy. And unfortunately,
fall
Tory
guy
Lanez is
for
the fall guy. I don't know.
what?
I
You had,
don't,
but my thing
'cause,
is,
like Chris, I don't know.
Yeah, you playing into that whole Rock Nation.
I'm really not. No, I didn't. Did I bring it? You
I
said
don't
it. I
think Roc
didn't.
Nation's-
I
she's
didn't
not.
say her
She
name.
genuinely believes that Tory should be walking free. That's the
What?
thing. Paula, you said that last
I
episode.
feel like there. No, don't wait.
But
Don't
she didn't say that.
misconstrue my
Don't
words.
get her canceled,
I could never be canceled because I stand on
Oh,
what I say.
sorry. You're right. You said that
I
he shouldn't
said that
serve the full sentence.
I feel like there's more to the case, and I've always said that. Like I feel like we've all been hopping on the bandwagon. It's like, God, let's just let the thing play out, and we'll talk later.
My question is, why was the gun there in the first place?
yeah.
the same way people walk around with guns now.
I think it was a security guard's gun.
No.
I thought it was Tory's gun.
Don't make stuff up.
Where did
bro.
the gun come from?
I don't know.
I thought
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
Tory-
lie.
I thought it was
I don't
Tory's
think-
gun.
no, I
Tory
don't
was in
think so. I
possession
don't-
of the gun, which
I
is
don't know.
why
So-
he is in
I don't
jail
know.
today.
It
I don't
wasn't
know.
Tory's gun. I don't
They
think it was
didn't
registered
say
to
whose
anybody.
gun it was. I feel like there was a gun. And, y'all, we're lying now.
Because he went to a pool party. I think he had a pool. I thought he was with security.
Yeah.
Like, and
That was who was with them in the car. I don't know who pulled the gun. I feel like it was Kelsey.
I thought the bad part was him holding the gun. I don't think the gun was actually registered to him. He's a felon.
because he was in possession of a gun.
Yeah.
Not his gun, but a gun. I don't think that narrative applies to this case. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like something happened, and unfortunately, things transpired afterwards. And now Tory Lanez is in jail, of course. But I don't think it's a thing where I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's Tory or anyone shot out to shoot people. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they went.
So
to
what
the
do you
night.
think happened?
I feel like I don't really know. To be honest, Crystal, I don't know what happened, and I think we've been waiting to figure out what exactly happened. Why did a gun get shot? What happened? I don't think they went into the night knowing that we gonna shoot up the block. I don't think that.
But I don't
happened.
think that.
You don't know what happened, but you don't think that
I don't
Tory
think
did
that.
it.
No, it's not it. You're putting words in my mouth, and
She's
like that's not
asking
what I'm
you.
saying. I just don't think that anyone in the car had the intent to shoot anyone.
Okay,
So-
intent is one thing, but you did it. I might not intend to
not
hurt
saying
somebody's
that. You
feelings,
said
but
that.
you did
Okay.
it.
Let me intercede because I do think that y'all are kind of saying y'all both on the same side. Paula's not saying that she thinks Tory did it. I think what you're saying is
I didn't say she said that.
I know. I'm just clarifying because the listeners may.
Yeah.
We've said a lot, so I just want to make sure that it's clear. I
Right.
think what you're saying is you're open to listen to the evidence as it comes out.
Yeah.
That was your original point, and y'all are saying you don't need to hear no more evidence. Y'all are on the side that you think that he did it regardless of what else comes out. And I think that's where y'all are in disagreement. I don't think
Yeah, no, 100%. Yes. Okay. Because I feel like that's what I'm really trying to understand, because I feel like even if I don't think that it was intentional to shoot somebody, even if he shot in the air, my thing is you still did it and you were still irresponsible with a gun in your
Right.
hand. So I feel like, honestly, and on top of that, this is your how manyth problem, like time that you've violated your probation with having gun. Then yeah, like, I'm sorry, you do have to serve that sentence. Like, whether it gets reduced or not, that's up to the judges. But like, yeah, you absolutely were being reckless when you had that gun. So I feel like whether or not you intended to do it, you still were being reckless. So you deserve that time. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's very irresponsible. You can't hold like a gun in your hand, something that can take somebody's life. If you accidentally shot the wrong way, you could have taken her life or somebody's life, even an innocent a bystander. So that because of that irresponsibility, unfortunately, you have to serve that time. We have to stop being irresponsible with guns. Like, I
do agree with that.
I feel like that applies to everybody in the car.
That does apply to everybody in the car, but he was
shot the gun.
Okay, well, I think he did it. So that's who I
feel that.
Yeah, like
in respect. But yeah, moving on though.
Okay,
man. Speaking of, who shot the gun? Speaking of Chicago,
wait, who was speaking of Chicago?
No, because who's the gun? Because the shot the gun. Shot the gun. Shot the gun.
Oh
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you did there.
But mind you, this has something to do with Chicago. I just wanted to talk about Cardi B. Because y'all,
what?
Sorry, I had no segue.
It's
not every time it's segue. Next time,
sometimes
I mean, yes.
It's one gist to the next gist.
Yeah, I was going to say this Chicago. I was like,
Cardi B. Yeah, yeah.
Because my thing is, one thing I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have picked who you picked, but I felt
you
like
picked who Cardi picked.
Yeah,
Stefan.
the filer.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
But I was just pro girl, get back outside. Like,
yeah,
I feel like a lot of times, especially with Cardi B, one thing I would give her credit for is she never lets a hard time humble her. Like when she was pregnant, she was like, I'm still gonna put out this album. I have kids. I'm not gonna let it stop. Like a lot of people will get pregnant and fall off. She kept grinding. I've said it's embarrassed her 100 times. Got her court cases. Got her charges. And still, when he decided to do whatever he did, she left him. And she could have left him and pulled like a whole demure, like never date again. She was like, no, I'm leaving you and I'm actually back outside on Valentine's Day. Like, you're going to see me. I was all for it.
Yep, absolutely.
But the way this man is playing in her fucking face is getting embarrassing.
Yeah, like calling Breakfast Club and like saying, like, he asked for spousal support.
Yeah, no, Offset too, but
Yeah.
also the boyfriend.
Oh, everyone's playing in Cardi's face.
Like she's taking L's at the same time.
And that's why I feel like she shouldn't have, like, to be honest, I like that she's outside, I really do, but the way she's outside, I don't. I feel like at the end of the day, you are Cardi B. We don't need another public outing of who you're with or who you're dealing with or who you're fucking with. We don't need that. I feel like what Cardi needs right now is a soft, quiet glow up. Be outside, but we don't need to see the guys you are having in your field because now in your corner, because look at the BS. These men are playing on your top.
That people are taking the relationship for more than what it is. I think Cardi is literally just having fun.
But did you see the video that
You're
just came
having
out
fun,
with
then
him?
why are you outside being recorded and posted?
That looks crazy.
But
having fun.
But he's been doing that. So the thing is, from the beginning, whenever Cardi and Stefan first came out on Valentine's Day, multiple women came out. They've still been messing with him.
I know.
To this day, up to this day.
And that would have been
My
done
thing
after
is,
that.
It's very different for people to come word of mouth than you to be spotted on a boat with 3 bitches in your face with a pink substance. Even the NFL's looking into it. And this is who you're
Like, what are you
attaching your
doing?
name.
It's your brand.
Okay, so for one, if you actually like listen to the video, I don't think that has anything to do with flirting, but that does have to do with drugs.
Nope.
That's there. That's neither here nor there. He was serving them, and that's
just saying, like,
being honest. He was.
Yeah.
He was
Serving them is crazy.
He was serving
And
them.
it's your big
that's
age.
what
You
he
don't
was
see
doing.
a camera.
Yeah, he
And
was
you're
serving them.
like,
But
God, dog.
But I think that
Don't look at phones every other time.
I'm just
until
like,
it really matters.
But with Cardi, I really think she's just having fun, y'all. Like I don't
do
think
too.
I don't think
I do
that it's
too.
a
I don't think it's that deep. I think she knows who she got with.
Exactly.
Okay,
She's just having fun. She said he makes me feel good. We have great sex, and that is what it is.
Can I tell y'all something?
Let
I
it be
get
that.
But once again, Cardi B doesn't know she's Cardi B, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
But why
I'm
can't-
tired. No, I'm tired of it.
But not
Cardi B-
everyone.
Okay,
not
hold on.
everyone wants to like. Just because you're of caliber doesn't mean every
No, she
time
needs to be.
Doesn't mean every time you want to fuck with someone of caliber. Sometimes you just want to. Sometimes like you're not gonna get what you want out of like that person that's in your level. Sometimes you want to go down a little bit and have fun.
Didn't Stefan just sign like
Yeah,
$100, like
let's
an
not-
$80
we're
million
don't downplay-
deal?
Don't
Like,
downplay him. What I'm saying is that I agree with you. However, you are Cardi B. No, I don't want it. I don't want to see this out of you right now.
But
I don't want to see that. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Okay, so let
You
me
can have fun, but people are playing in your face. That's not fun. You look dumb.
Can I say
Like-
something? I feel like
No.
the issue is expecting her to be somebody other than Cardi B. Let's be realistic here. Cardi has been true to who she is since she came on the scene. Cardi is a ghetto girl from the Bronx. Like she likes hood niggas. The nigga she was dating she likes girls. The nigga she was dating before Offset was in jail. Like she had that nigga tatted on her. So it's it's very on brand for Cardi to just be fucking with somebody because it's fun. Like that's how it was with Offset, and he just ended up bagging her.
I get it. What were you saying, Michelle? Sorry.
I'm not against her. I was team for Cardi. What I'm saying is,
it's not a good look.
My thing is, I didn't even mind it because to me, I'm just like, it looks like she's having fun. My thing is, if you're attaching yourself to somebody, they should always keep your image in mind.
Always.
And I feel like that's a bad look because my thing is now he's making blogs that he shouldn't even be making. Yeah. Like, why is this, like, since when is football news and suspensions and all this stuff being on entertainment and all these like blogs? And the fact that now it's Cardi B's new boo. That's literally a headline I saw. Cardi B's new boo. Like, your name is in a blog and a headline with drugs. Like, that looks crazy. So that's why I feel like if you're gonna pop out with somebody, a contract needs to be signed, like a PR contract. You move like this. When you're around bitches, you take their phones, you put it up, it goes in a safe. Do something to make sure that you're not
like your image. Like
during my comeback season.
You know what's crazy? That's what I'm on. I just think that like right now, like Cardi's in a position where like this ain't it. This ain't it. Your next move has to be your best move. And this is kind of like muddying up your movement.
I mean, I think
you know what I mean? And then wait. And then then today, I think it was today or yesterday, you was on live going off about Offset. It's just what?
I mean, but he did
the most though, but
he requested spousal support and then he came out and said that she'll never be with her kids.
And then he called Breakfast Club and did all that. And I'm just like, if that's defamation of character, sue his ass.
And you know she's crash out queen, so he knew she was gonna do
which
that.
is so crazy.
And don't let him get
which I think is unfortunate.
Men are just
so it's so crazy. So Offset is doing this. It's very historical on his part. Whenever she pops out with anything, when anyone that says that she's moving on for him, Offset goes off. He starts to be in the blogs, do whatever. So the fact that he's even claiming that she's not with her kids, it's very clear that Cardi is with her kids quite often.
Right.
Like, I was just watching her on live, taking her kids to the first day of whatever grade it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's been multiple years in a row. So to like even be claiming that, Offset, I don't see you doing that. So that's neither here nor there.
Right.
So then to go back to her new boo, if you know the history behind the Diggs brothers, it's like that's just kind of how they are. Like, I'll be honest with you, like they've been bad boys. Like that's just
their
so
MO.
That's literally
everybody knows
who they are.
Party.
That's what they know them for. So Cardi knew what she was getting into. I think she was just having fun, and I don't
think her PR. I don't think her team is moving correctly behind her.
Exactly.
I understand that. I don't think Cardi's listening to her team.
I really think it's a real relationship. I really do think it's a PR.
But
I think
it's a ghetto PR relationship.
I think she's having fun. I think she's really.
But I do think her team needs to step in.
I feel like if Offset had never came out, or like people hadn't outed them as like having like some sexual relationship, she may not have just like really owned it. I feel like she was like, okay, I'll fuck with it because he was just dating Miami, or not allegedly. He was dating her.
He's been dating a lot of girls. He just had a baby, allegedly.
Ooh. You're not talking about his brother?
No.
Stephon Diggs just welcomed another baby.
No, it was a year ago. You thought with that Gigi girl?
She's 2 months.
Oh, Stephon did just welcome a new baby.
It's a Gigi, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, Cardi just welcomed a new baby last year, too.
That's what I'm saying. That's
so, like, they're in the same playing field.
They both got newborns.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a ghetto-ass mess. Sorry, not ghetto-ass mess. It's just hot mess. Because, like...
I mean, I don't know. I feel like she's on her, like, everything don't got to make sense as long as it's true.
That's why we're saying it don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Y'all have to think about this. Like, this girl has gone through a lot of humiliation in a marriage where she's had 3 children with this man, and he has repeatedly
her husband.
He's repeatedly humiliated her. She's tried to like fix it, and so now she's just on like. I feel like at that point, I'm sure after having 3 kids, she probably didn't feel like herself. Then to be going through like a separation, it's like I feel like she's just trying to do anything that makes her feel happy.
True.
And for that alone, I need her team. I'm not gonna fault her.
I need her team to step in.
Bro,
I need her team to step in and Star Brim to get out of prison because like
Star Brim has gone back to prison.
Brim was
time after time.
Star Brim is going back to prison.
I don't know.
She had a pending case. She's about to be out. But I just feel like she needs the right people around her, and right now I don't think she has the right people around her because she's doing things that it doesn't make sense.
When is Starbrim gonna come in and interject? She just as ghetto as Cardi B, if not worse.
No, she doesn't. Like, I feel like when you have like your solid people around you, they make sure like, hey, look, like, what are we doing?
She was okay, but Starbrim was out when she was dating somebody in jail.
I mean, what do you mean?
When Cardi B was dating somebody in jail.
Friends. I'm just saying, like, when I just feel like
can't stop your friends from dating certain people.
I get that. I just feel like if you have the right people around you, certain things you wouldn't be doing. I just think that I want celebrities to go back to being private. I don't think we need to know like everything that's going on in her life. I don't need to know that you're down bad. I don't need to know that I don't want to know that about you. I hate that I know that about you. I don't even hate stuff.
It also came out that Cardi B makes history as the second richest female rapper of all time after
These
reaching
awards that everyone just keeps creating.
$101.6 million net worth in 2025. Second. 101.6 million.
I mean, I think that
it's only coming out obviously.
I think it's because of what Cardi came out as a rapper, but I think that a lot of her money is now not coming from rapping.
Oh, absolutely.
She's definitely like has other investments and other ventures that she focuses on, because there's no way she's still making that type of money for rapping.
Yeah, I'm sure they got her in 360.
I mean, but that's the point.
I feel like
you did all that for one album. Kudos to you, girl.
That's true.
It's not even that. You still have a contract to fulfill. Like, I wonder like what her contract look like, because like, is she gonna be stuck in music for life?
I truly think that we're gonna actually see Cardi with music now. I truly think that her.
You think so?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think that her situation.
I
I think that her marriage was holding her back from a lot of stuff.
A little bit.
She was going through a lot, y'all. Like a lot of shit.
Creatively, and that's why I feel like she's on her fuck it. Let me just get like, you know, I need to get back to myself.
Yeah, trying to
like,
get some motivation. Trying to get like, yeah.
That's why I think it just doesn't.
Yeah,
motivation. Exactly.
So I think that we're gonna see something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might be on the wrong side of things here. So are y'all up to date with like Real Housewives of Atlanta?
No, man.
I am.
Barely.
Yeah,
I watch clips.
I am.
So how do y'all feel about like Shamia and Portia, their friendship, how things are playing out on the episode?
You know what's crazy? I feel like they're not real friends at all.
They can't be.
And I feel like they both kind of know that. I just feel like Shamia is more sad that she just wants this forever ally in Portia, and Portia's not giving her the energy.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to understand why now. I feel like Portia's kind of like, you're kind of fake. Like, Shamia does stuff that's kind of fake, and then she'll hide her hands.
Throwing rocks and hiding your hands. I'll be honest, I like Shamia on the show. I do. But it is a shame to just see all that. I don't like seeing two women, especially when they were once friends, going at it, and like the show is like using that as a centerpiece. You know what I mean? So it's a shame. I don't want to see that. But I feel like they probably stopped being friends years ago. And now they're on the same show together.
So,
you know,
for me personally, I do think
they don't move like they're friends.
I actually think that they are really good friends. I do. But I think exactly what Portia was scared of is playing out in this season. So I think Portia was scared that things like with the fame and stuff like that, Shamia was going to try to use like their friendship as like TV time and as storyline. And it's like, no, don't do that. So like in this most recent episode, like even when they're having the conversation, you can clearly tell Portia saying like,
no.
It's not that I don't want to have this conversation.
Not
but
on TV.
Please, like, let's not do this here. Like, especially whenever you're bringing up things that happened years ago. So if you had, and I feel her in that sense of like, if you really had this type of animosity towards me, you've been married to your husband for what, 9 years at this point, and it's over me like not going to your wedding in Kenya. Why are we bringing this up now on air? And then for Shamia to be like, well, Portia, I just want to see the real you, like the off-camera you. And it's like,
we're not,
It's clear that y'all have an unresolved storyline from Real Houses of Atlanta. And the producers want to see it play out on camera. So you have to talk about these things that as a viewer, we only know about. And Portia's probably looking at you like, Bridge, what the fuck?
I mean, but I also do see that I feel like their dynamic is kind of common among friendships, where it's like you see there's one person who kind of like, I feel like Portia, she's not gonna say it, but I don't know if she likes sharing that limelight with Shamia. I don't know if she does.
I think that's what they're trying to portray.
Yeah, but like even without even without Shamia being a peach holder, Candy has said it in the past. People have mentioned it on the show before, and the fact that I do feel like there's some people who are being middlemen in the situation, aka Angela. However, Angela has mentioned that it's not reciprocal. Kelly has mentioned it's not reciprocal, and they see it without Portia saying anything, without Shamia saying anything. They have unwillingly came up to Portia and been like, "Hey, like, is that your friend for real?" Because she said she may have mentioned so and so. And I noticed, like, you know, whenever you come around, the energy's kind of off. Like little things like that. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've definitely seen that whole dynamic in person. Like, and I feel like there's always one person who is just like, do you really want to see your friend?
I don't think that's every friendship. I think that
I didn't say that. I say,
but
every.
yeah, but no, I think with Portia, I don't know, like, because when you say something like that, I feel like Portia's kind of like if you're scared to share the limelight with a friend, to me, that's kind of, I don't know, a little jealous. I feel like that's a hint of jealousy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like a little bit of, I don't think Portia's ever going to admit, like,
yeah, she can't, but her actions show that she is jealous.
Then that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that jealousy is causing that space to be a little bit awkward between them, that other people around them are noticing. So again, there are people who do play that middleman, but it's like, if other people are noticing, like, it's not just one person.
But then also too, Portia does play into it too. When Shamia was like singing her song, Portia was like, "Is that like?" She was being kind of rude about it. To me, it's like, you know, that's her singing. Why are you being shady like that? Like, you're playing into the BS too. So it's not all Shamia. I can't put all that on Shamia.
I'm not saying it's Shamia. I'm saying it's Portia.
No, I'm just contributing to the conversation as a whole.
I think, okay, so I'm not saying this is right, but I think that whenever, like, to kind of speak to like the dynamic of a friendship that you're talking about, I think that sometimes people just want like certain friendships to be sacred, and so it can come off like, oh, I don't want to share the limelight with you, but it's more so like, hey, I just don't want our friendship to be like a publicity thing.
Yeah.
Like, I want us to be able to like stay as close as we were off these cameras, because at the end of the day, like, whenever you bring something to like so much limelight that like the Real Housewives of Atlanta has, especially with this new season, this season is like a make or break season for them. Like, and it has some like heavy hitters coming back, so it has a lot of people watching. I think it's just one of those things where she doesn't want to like lose her friend, which we see time and time again with these franchises. That some of the longest, like Cynthia and Nene, it's crazy that they stopped being friends. You know what I'm saying?
They're cool now, but look at
really they're not. They're not, because Cynthia was throwing shade this season towards that situation.
But then also too, think about like look at how Teresa,
whenever she was saying
like, look at me and Nene.
No, she didn't even say the name. She was like, you know, I've been through this. With,
she was
with friendship.
She
as watchers, we knew she was talking about Nene.
We knew. I mean, but that's not shady.
Kenya, but then I was like,
I don't think that was shady at all. She was just saying, like,
Nene
I think that's why Portia even went to Cynthia to talk to her about it, because she just was like, you know what, you can relate. So I don't think it was shady at all. Like, and she even mentioned in her green screen time when they panned out to it, she was just like, you know, that happened with me and Nene. So I'm like, I don't think that was shady at all.
Yeah.
I think she just speaking from experience.
But I was talking about like Carol Manzo and like Teresa. They're not friends. They were long.
Yeah.
I feel like Real Housewives. No, but I'm just saying. I know that's deep.
But that wasn't deep. Just.
That's family.
Because like, you see that now it's the show of the kids are coming out, and like Dina's daughter's on the show, and like they've just been spilling the tea about that. You know, they're not cool. Like, she's not even cool with her cousins. None of that. Like, that family's just separated.
Should it be?
Yeah.
Dad tried to kill your mama.
I definitely feel like it's a weird dynamic, and I think that like what Shamia is doing, I don't. Unfortunately, I feel like she's finding her voice through the show.
Yeah.
And like she's now able to speak up on things that's bothered her. I do feel like throughout the friendship, I'm not saying Portia's a bad friend at all, but I do feel like throughout the friendship, it plays out on TV that Portia has not been the best friend to Shamia. Yeah. Like, and for reasons that unknown. And I think that Shamia has been like, she's poured her all into that relationship. So it's like she feels like, damn, like low key, it's playing out on screen that like you actually haven't had my back. And like,
so what if Shamia hasn't had Portia's back, but Portia's just not bringing those things up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do we feel like Portia's capable of not bringing those things up? Portia will say
no. I think with Shamia, I think that Shamia is like a very like sensitive thing for her.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, to play devil's advocate from like a different angle, because people saying that like Portia don't want to share the limelight with her. The only reason we even know about Shamia is because Portia has brought her on as like an unofficial friend of, because I don't think she's ever been like an actual paid person of Atlanta, and Portia's always done that. I do think that coming from somebody who brought Shamia on to having to be on a show that was originally hers and seeing Shamia on there and come on as kind of not a friend of, but she definitely has like a smaller storyline this season.
Yeah.
I think that might be an interesting dynamic for her to be in. So a lot of times what could be reading off as like, hey, or like discuss may just be her processing like, okay, seeing how the cameras are, how things are angled, seeing how Shamia's probably, I'm sure Shamia's acting different. Because even one clip when they went to the strip club, Portia's like, are we taking shots? You can tell this is not what they would normally meet up at a strip club in the middle of the day and all the other stuff. So you can kind of see that Portia is watching her create storylines. So I can see how it could be like off-putting. Like even how like Shamia originally said, Portia didn't come to her wedding. It looked like Portia did not come to her wedding at all.
At all.
Not knowing that Kenya what's her name?
She went to her.
Shamiya had a traditional wedding and a white wedding in Atlanta, and I think that kept getting skipped over. Us being Nigerian, we know that it's very normal for someone to choose one wedding to attend. A lot of times, a traditional wedding back home, everyone does not attend. People have all these excuses. Tickets be expensive. I mean, yeah,
it just depends.
But let's think about it. A lot of people have best friends who didn't make it to
because then
Africa
even for
to
Shamia,
attend.
thank you. And then even for Shamia to be like, if you had told me, I would have bought your ticket.
That's a hard question to have somebody. Oh,
I
if you
felt
buy
like that.
an
I feel like she should have
$8,000
said it on
ticket,
camera.
She should have said that.
Yeah,
But I think the issue is not that she didn't attend. I think Shamia was trying to make it clear that like it's not that you didn't attend. It's because you told me that you didn't attend because you were upset with me. Not like what was the other excuse? You said that you were upset with me, and
we
then
weren't
like
speaking.
But
yeah, she was like, so if not speaking was, so now I didn't even know we was beefing at the time for you to not. That's why you didn't attend my wedding.
But think about it, it's two different things. Because maybe she said that, but maybe she didn't want to tell a stranger like, oh, I didn't go because I couldn't afford the ticket. Like I think things.
No,
like
she said that she was sick. She said that she was sick. It was a clip of that. She was like, yeah, I was sick. She can't lay down. And remember, Candy and her friend were making fun of her for it. Candy and Treasure, I think, were making fun of her for it because she was like, I can't lay down, and if there's no business class flights, I can't make it.
Yeah, but then later on, she did say something about the cost has something to do with it. And that's when Shamia said, well, if you would have told me, I'd have bought your ticket. And that's when she
I didn't
came
like
through
that she said it on camera.
I don't know. I didn't hear her say cost. I heard her say, yeah, because I was mad at you at the time. She said we weren't speaking.
Yeah,
she
said that.
She said that to Angela, and that's when Shamia overheard and was like, this is my first time hearing that we weren't speaking because we went out to lunch before that and all the other stuff.
She was very shocked by hearing that.
Yeah, she was like, I've never heard that. That's what made her feel like she should have the conversation.
So I have a question, like, this is like a hypothetical. Say if like you fell out with like a really close friend. Actually, Nick, I'm gonna ask you this question. Actually, all y'all. Say if like we fell out and like one of us is like getting married, would like you still go if we're not on speaking terms?
They were on speaking terms though.
It's a question.
So
for
question.
Y'all.
So okay, so your question:
Am I still invited?
if we were not on speaking terms, that'd be something that I would.
But we sent like the person sent invites out and you received it.
I probably would either try to reach out to maybe like one of your like family members and just be like, hey, you know, like I don't know if you know the situation, but I do want to reach out and see like if it's still okay with me coming to the wedding.
But if you received the invitation,
I was just
I don't want to. I think that you wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't want to make that day about me. So like if I was to show up and that was to upset you and like mess up your day, I wouldn't want that, you know? So like it's one of those things where it's like you don't know how that person's going to react.
But the person invited you.
But
like
before.
No, after.
Yeah, they invited, like we're not talking, but they still sent you an invitation. Like, I want you to be there.
Yeah, of
course.
If they
that's my question. I was like,
if they sent me an invitation, that means they want me to be there.
But if they send me an invitation after, but like let's say,
if they had already had the invitation and then they fell out.
You send out invites like almost a year in advance for weddings. So like let's say through this wedding process that you now fallen out. Like let's say that I was a part of your bridal train and we fell out.
Child, been there, and you know, shit just happened.
But I think like I said, it depends on the extent of things. Like, so like if it was like one of y'all,
you're still going.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, like I don't care if we're not talking. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna look in your face and be like,
kick you out.
You're not.
That's why I'm like,
and just understand.
Yeah, I have shame.
Just understand. Like, if that happens, that means that we will never be friends again.
Like we follow you wouldn't she talking shit.
Just know that.
Me,
yeah.
Get back to me. Talking about it's outside. Why would I show up to you?
Right. But like, yeah, that'd be crazy to like kick someone out of your wedding. Like, that's intense. But just know we would never. But just know we never be friends again. And you know what? Never mind.
If you take your time out of your wedding to
escort me out. I meant to run a fade on you, but
go
on the hallway
because that's obsessive.
Don't ever boost.
I feel like sometimes people don't have the audacity to show up. Like, don't think that you're going to show up to my wedding and
No,
we
okay.
are not in
But
the
like,
no.
What if
but
you're
you
getting
invited
married?
me.
What if you're getting married and your ex shows up to your wedding?
Get him out now.
Would you really do that?
Security.
Or would you act like you don't see him?
But what if
No,
he
get
sprays
him
you?
out.
Oh, if he's first, no. Now you actually no.
That's messy.
I'm telling
No, very. You're bold.
At
I
that-
should be marrying you because damn.
At that moment, the security guards are alerted. Do not let this man next to me. Okay, he can stay because I don't want to cause a scene.
What if he starts to
But
spray
the
you?
moment
No, my
he
husband-
shouldn't get that close.
Collectively, we'll do it after.
So like my question is like, okay, so like let's say that before
Unless you
this,
come with a suitcase. And the
No,
suitcase is
literally, like,
open.
and like, yeah.
I mean,
But,
that's,
like,
I'm assuming that's the energy an ex will come to.
if you're coming with
no
$300,
ex will come and no ex
escort
will
yourself.
come and spray $300.
No.
Let's believe it's a
I need
briefcase.
I need to see money in the
No,
air.
it's raining once.
In fact, where's the band? Who escorted you?
No,
in?
literally, no. Yeah, every walking minute, I need you. Yeah, you better do
but
the
my
damn
question is,
fool.
okay, so in that moment, are you letting your husband know who he is?
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Does my husband not know? I see my husband.
Why would he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
husband
mean,
probably already
shit,
knows.
You know, some people be finding out on the day of the wedding.
No, my husband probably would know.
And honestly, if my okay, let's just keep it all the way straight. My ex should not be coming to my wedding and making anything rain.
No.
I'm someone's wife.
And where are my friends?
Thank you. Y'all should stop him before he even
If
reaches
you want
the
to get money
dance
that bad,
floor.
send the envelope.
No, write a
We'll
check.
take that.
No,
Don't
write
come in
a
here
check.
trying to make a scene like you, bro.
Write a check. Give it
My
to one of my
husband better
maid
go
of honor.
bottle wars in Bottle Wars in my
Really?
wedding, trying to prove to you that.
I'm gonna let my husband beat you up, cause like,
on my wedding day?
yes,
No,
beat him up.
You
Call
wish.
it.
You
So then you know for life,
his groomsmen would
it's
probably do that.
forever. Like, take him outside, God. Get him, boys. Y'all know listen. Get him, boys. Stomp him out outside.
The way
Stomp
you
him out is crazy.
Yes.
will be on
some men have to
TikTok by
learn.
8 p.m. Point of view, you attended the wedding and saw a man get stumped up by
No,
groomsmen.
point of view. Your ex shows up at your wedding. He gets drugged out and stomped out. But no, I'm dead serious. Like, I would hope they would have respect.
No,
you know what I'm
can't come
saying?
and make anything rain in my wedding.
You
Respectfully.
can. You absolutely
Respectfully.
can. Get them,
No
boys.
facts. Back in the day, you said, "Oh, who's the odoku that came in?"
Thank
here?"
you.
You won't have
That's
my-
like,
you won't have my husband like a small boy.
husband. You are not gonna little bro my husband.
Ever.
Put it in a briefcase. Step it to the
No.
side. You welcome. Thank you. Goodbye.
Guys,
'Cause worst-
get them, boys.
Worst comes to worst, y'all gonna have to come there, count up that money real fast, go to the corner, put it in my husband's suite. We're rich. The second spring, because
Are you silly?
No, Paul,
Hell
Michelle,
no.
you're
By
fine.
any
Ask
means,
y'all.
Get them, boys.
Childish.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. So like kind of still on that same topic. So are you not inviting anyone to your wedding that you've had any type of sexual relation with?
No.
But like
that's a
let's
question?
No, seriously.
Oh.
Is that
Like,
a
so like
rule?
let's just say that no, because like let's say that
Nikki.
you one time had a drunk night with somebody
Nikki.
and he ended up being one of your very good like guy
Nikki.
friends.
honestly, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it will happen.
Yeah. And even if it has happened,
Yeah.
you're not coming to the wedding.
I won't even lie to you,
I need
like-
you need to respect yourself at that point.
Actually,
Like,
because
you
I
actually need to
respect
respect
myself.
yourself.
Why
Like,
should you be there?
Yeah.
Why would you be? Are you
Like-
okay? Like, respect
But what
yourself.
if he comes with his
Nick-
significant other?
I don't
Nikki.
care. We're not friends anymore.
Nikki.
Because I don't want you to
Yeah.
get audactic.
Yeah,
So,
and start thinking that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let's avoid
'cause
drama before you get drunk. and
even
start
without the
telling
misses,
stories.
it's still pressure. So, like, don't play. Don't ever give anyone room to play on your
Nikki,
top.
what?
You with the bride? You talk about I used to sleep with the bride.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
he's drunk.
Get real
Thank you.
drunk.
Like,
yeah, I used
nah.
to dick her down. Can't lay the pipes up. Like, shit. Pipes in that bitch.
No, that's all. You need to respect yourself,
Make
Nikki.
it
That's
really
a wild
know.
question.
That be the bride like, what's your name? Ask the bride.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Ask the bride.
I mean, it's this, but, you
She
know, the
know.
bride calls me
She know.
Daddy Long Leg. Hell no.
Or even worse, how do you know the bride?
She know.
No, thank you. That
Ask
will
her.
lie. Even without being the bride, men like to be bold. Oh my
Y'all
gosh.
are funny because I don't think that happens.
No, Nikki, if you think men get in a circle and talk about who they slept with. If you feel like a nigga won't have a couple drinks and then go in your
No,
wedding,
like this is someone that like you're now actually like very
Oh,
close
good friends.
to. Like this is like
The-
you're a
the
good
interest still
friend.
no. The
And so
interest
like
still
he would
no.
not.
I mean, if he's a friend now, like, that's
No.
what I'm saying.
different.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
No.
So if he's a friend now,
No, that's different.
why are you friends with people that you just casually slept with?
it happens.
I ain't strict over there. Huh?
No,
Damn, like, be friendly? Like,
No.
It happens.
and while getting married, like you're that is that good of a
Guys,
friendship to where
guys.
you have to come to my wedding?
can we be real here? Like, you know, people had lives before they got married.
I understand, but
So-
I just feel like you.
So
the
none of your
friendship-
guy friends started off possibly like romantic. Like I'm not saying y'all even had sex,
absolutely.
but like it
Like
started
y'all
off
once
maybe
liked
as y'all
each other at one
flirting,
point?
Or
and then
maybe-
you realize that y'all just weren't.
Okay, well, you said slept with.
No, but I'm just saying, like in general, like you're saying, none of like your guy friends have started off like, hey, like flirting, like maybe we were trying to do that, but then we realized hey,
Yeah,
we're actually
it's
like
not gonna
just
work.
good friends, and then it turned into a friendship.
I mean, yeah, that's I do,
What I'm
but
saying is that
you're not getting invited to the wedding.
I'll be honest with you, like, cause I don't know, like, I
I'll
feel
stream
like
it for you.
now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing like everything is not black and white sometimes. Like you realize that sometimes people got past and people know people, and it's like you can't dictate someone's past. You can only dictate what's coming, the future. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what I'm like to land here. I don't know if I could police everything like cause
At your
some
wedding,
point,
you absolutely can.
but
You
at
absolutely
some
can.
point, I'm now in my 30s, right? There are people that probably came before my 30s. Right? 12, 15 years have passed.
Okay.
You really think I'm remembering the shenanigans?
Nobody's okay. Let's be.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me be.
Let me be clear here.
You know what I'm
Nobody's
talking
saying
about?
that y'all can't be friends.
Right.
I think
You know,
you
like,
guys
they
can
can't come
absolutely
celebrate me.
be friends, but no, you can't come to my wedding. I'm sorry.
Like, if we're really good friends, like, you can come celebrate me and you better spray. Like, the
yeah,
fuck?
I don't know.
You better let people
Really
know
good
who I am
friends.
to you.
We're not better friends than me and my husband. So
Of
I
course.
feel
Of
like-
course, no one's saying
But you
that.
wouldn't be comparing that to that.
No,
Yeah,
but
like-
what I'm saying is like really good friends is subjective. Like it really
Okay.
good friend. You know what I mean? Like
I
it's
have a
like,
question.
All right.
I have a question. Okay.
Not a question.
It sound real strict here. So like when we get married, right? Are we not gonna have friends?
Wait,
Okay,
hold on.
Of the
how
opposite
dramatic.
sex?
No, this is no. This is a real question because it can go either way. There are people that like they cut off like their like that. Oh, like we're starting forward with our friends. Like, is it gonna be a thing where like you can still be friends with like your guy friends?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean guy friends?
Like guy, like you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like is it or
So
they're
to be
gone?
honest with you, I've dated two different types of people.
Right.
So like I have dated one guy who, like, I could have really explained to them like, hey, like this is my friend.
Right.
I want you to meet him so you feel comfortable. Like whenever, like if we all hang out, whatever the case may be. And he just wasn't having it. He's like,
Really?
he doesn't trust niggas. So he's like, I know
Dang.
a
They want to
man.
fuck you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
insecurity.
But then I've had a ex who was like,
Right.
it was like
I like that kind of guy.
it was like, okay, like, hey, yeah, like you've met him.
Yeah.
Y'all have hung around each other. We've all been around each other.
Right.
You clearly see that it's
It's
not.
it's very platonic.
but the dynamic of the friendship will change.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I think that naturally. So
Yeah.
I think that it does have to change. But at the same time, no. So I think it's going to be one of those things where, like, if I was to get married, now I would probably want us to all be, like, around, like, as couples.
Yeah.
So,
Or-
like, you bring your
Yeah,
significant,
yeah.
like, my guy friend bring his significant
Yeah.
other, and I be with
or like if you're
mine.
dating someone, bring them over to the house. We're having cookouts and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know, so we can still maintain the friendship, but it's like now it's on a different level.
Because I
now,
think it
you
is
know?
hard as a married woman to maintain a good friendship with a single man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just
Yeah, it
naturally,
is.
like
You're
out of
right.
respect,
Yeah, I feel like that's
out of respect for your
impossible.
marriage, you know, like
Yeah.
even if it was a friendship that you had prior
Right.
to being married, it's just still it's a single man. So
Yeah,
it's like,
what are we really talking
You have
about?
to
unless
at
it's like
least,
an uncle, you know, like
no, and even then, don't talk to me. Like,
and also I feel like you'd have to go so out of your way to create a friendship with my husband that if y'all weren't friends, it almost couldn't work.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like you'll have to
but
be
then like
close friends.
sometimes like they befriend the husband. It's like y'all are both giving them advice on the like them what they got going on. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
I look forward to it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I accept it all in.
I would love for my husband to be good, close friends with my guy
Yeah.
friend.
no,
It'd just make it so
absolutely.
much easier.
I
It
but
would.
I mean, I
Right,
don't
'cause
know.
it's
I
like-
also don't really have like a. My guy friends that started off platonic and maintain platonic. Like I feel like for the ones that started off as a little bit flirty, like one you're not. I'm not gonna give you an invite to my wedding. We can be friends, but like from a distance. you
Dang,
know?
if
just
y'all
a
friends?
flirty start? Oh, it is strict over there.
flirty, I mean, yeah, because like, well, yeah, because you always wanted me, like.
And it's okay.
But y'all
you
are
didn't
friends
get me.
now. Y'all are friends? Or you mean like it's flirty and it's still flirty?
I don't know. Naturally, like as a man, like
Yeah,
you're a
it's gonna-
you're a beautiful woman. So it's like you can start off like with being flirtatious, and you realize like y'all are not meant to be
Yeah,
like in that
absolutely.
situation.
Yeah.
Y'all can end up being friends. Like
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't really think of anything of that because I have even like seen a man and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's cute. I think this might be my type. And then he opens his mouth and I'm
it's
like
we're friends.
Homie.
Yeah, but then
Homeboy.
but then like as friends, y'all like really connect. Y'all click. I'm like, dang, like okay, I love this.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
that.
dang, it's dang.
Because it'd be like people who be like, you flirting with them, and then all of a sudden it's just like, actually, no, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm thinking like I don't know why I'm thinking like a long term of flirting. If you talk about day one, okay, we flirt, okay, move on. I'm thinking a long term of
like they keep
flirting
throwing
back
it,
and
like-
forth. Y'all thought like you know what I mean? Like
Oh no.
I've
if it's
realized.
one day, okay, sure.
Yeah,
fine.
like whenever I know whenever I've actually friend zoned somebody, like whenever I'm talking to them, I'm like, girl, and it's actually a guy, and I'm like, ooh.
No, I say girl sometimes. Like it's just because
I've said that
yeah,
I'm talking to
yeah.
you.
No, I haven't.
It's more of an
I have.
exclamation. I'm
It's
not
like,
calling you a
girl.
girl. I'm saying girl.
Yeah, like, girl.
like I gotta.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
look-
a friend zone. Like whenever that, I'm like, no, I'm too comfortable. Like,
But you should be comfortable with something.
Yeah, like why am I not?
I'm never gonna call him girl.
What you
I'll be
call him?
like, babe. Oh my gosh.
No,
And you
no,
do.
it's not every time, babe. Like, I like you know,
know.
like no, it's like no,
You
like
said they was strict.
no. When I say babe, like it's just like sometimes it's like something so pipe you're like girl, like it's like you feel like you're talking to one of your girlfriends, but you realize,
Yeah.
dang, it's your man. Oops, sorry, my bad. Wrong crowd. Let me call my girlfriend.
Oh, are we gonna talk about this Diddy trial?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I had to take a break.
Yeah, same.
He's going to prison. They got the RICO.
It's like, I don't know.
He's going to prison. I've been keeping up this week and like, whoa.
Same.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
My whole opinion has
Yeah,
changed. At first, I was
everything.
really worried, but now,
Yeah, now I'm not no more.
nah, he's going. He has to go to jail.
Yeah.
No.
No, they have proven the RICO.
Yeah.
They have proven everything, Michelle. Everything.
He has
I don't
to
even want
go.
to see the other witnesses.
Yeah, it's just like
If
really.
Diddy doesn't go to prison, it's going to be a riot.
And,
If you
and
hear
all
Trump
the
talking
name
about he might
droppings.
pardon him, I'm like, okay, Trump, you really want me to hate you?
No, so
He
there was an
didn't say
interview
that.
and he was like, they were like, the interviewer asked him about Puff Daddy, Diddy, and what he's going through. He's like, me and Diddy were cool, but I haven't talked to him in some years. And like, he was like, basically everything's like a case by case situation. He's like, but
He's not going to rule it out.
I mean,
Trump said that?
I didn't think I didn't get he's not gonna rule it out.
No,
He's not. He said he
that
hasn't
was
been
his
keeping
quote.
up
He
with
said
it.
If he feels like he's being mistreated, or he's not being handed, he won't rule it out at this
Diddy
point.
is not being mistreated.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why
And he's not being
So
mishandled.
was NBA YoungBoy and the
NBA YoungBoy was
Chrisleys
pardoned.
and the Larry
Chrisleys-
Hoover
Chrisleys.
Larry Hoover.
and Larry Hoover, were they mistreated in their trials?
I don't
I'm
know, but
confused.
let's talk about
They're
that.
not talking
Was it
about
the Chrisleys and Todd's. What was it? The Todd.
Todd's-
the
so
baby
they
just
frauded
pardoned?
30 million.
They technically haven't been pardoned yet, but apparently Trump talked to their daughter and said he plans to pardon them.
And
No,
that's
They've
a problem.
been pardoned.
They
They're
are
out of
pardoned.
prison.
They're in
They're
prison.
home. They're doing press conferences.
That was quick.
Yeah.
They're out of prison.
When that happened today?
The guy named Todd. He held a
Chrisley-
whole press conference talking about how black people are getting mistreated in prisons.
Todd Chrisley is out of
He's
prison.
out
At
there.
least he fighting a good fight, baby. It's
I
not
mean, y'all, can I say
No,
something though?
I
have to say something
I'm
sidebar real
sorry.
quick.
tax fraud. I don't care about.
Y'all, I'm not gonna shout out to their daughter for never giving up. Like, cause I'm not gonna laugh at sometimes like, okay, Ritz, y'all man to stick it out.
No.
I tried.
No,
No one's listening to my story.
She's never shut up about
But
it.
y'all, like, okay, BS aside, like, I feel like it's kind of BS
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
he parted them. Like,
It's
I don't
crazy.
feel like
It's absolutely BS.
I don't feel, tax fraud, we don't care because, like, you're stealing money from already
Hush
stolen
Puppy
money.
is still
But
in
at the
prison.
same time, it's just like,
He
it just
frauded the
proves
government.
time and time how, like, white people can do all these things and, like, bro, y'all are both found guilty.
Yeah.
And y'all got pardoned.
Yeah, and there's evidence of what y'all were doing.
That's why he did 2 for 2. He was okay. They're not going to get mad at the Chrisleys if I give them Lil Hoover, not Larry Hoover. And
They gave us NBA YoungBoy, and they gave us Lil Wayne. Y'all, what's up? Okay, actually, let's talk. Actually, can we
Wait,
skip
so if
to
he's
the
pardoned, does that mean because he has so many charges? And which one?
That's what I'm saying.
They're all of them. They're gone.
No, it can't be. There's no,
No,
way.
he's pardoned.
He's pardoned.
NBA YoungBoy is going on a world stadium tour.
I mean, but that was before.
No,
He couldn't.
That's what, yo.
NBA
Michelle,
YoungBoy
he hasn't been- he's been in
Arizona,
Utah or
Colorado,
something.
Utah. He couldn't even
hidden
leave
away
Utah.
on house
Wyoming,
arrest.
maybe.
His concert is already.
No, what I'm
He
saying
said
is
that
that's
because
why
he
that's
knew.
rolling out because he knew.
He knew he was getting pardoned.
Yeah, now he's able to tour. He's doing
NBA YoungBoy
stadium
couldn't
tours.
leave his little ranch in Utah.
No,
I
he
don't
was
think
on
that-
for like
house
3
arrest.
years, releasing albums from the house.
Okay, NBA YoungBoy fans, hold on.
I'm a big
No,
NBA
I'm not a
YoungBoy
fan.
fan. Sorry,
I'm not that big of a fan, but
am.
he pardoned him on
Yeah,
everything.
I was actually very shocked.
NBA YoungBoy couldn't even get a passport, if even if he wanted to.
He's been stuck in the house.
He's a terrorist.
absolutely.
It makes you wonder, what did y'all do to get this part? Y'all did something.
What do you mean? What did y'all? He's the president.
No, it's like y'all in bed with him.
But you saw NBA YoungBoy. You saw the people. You saw the people he was around in Utah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not even shocked by that. But it's like
They got it up to
you gave away your
Trump
freedom
for him.
You gave away your freedom.
You said they got it.
They got it up to Trump for him because like the people he was around, even if you saw his crowd, like the people, like
For
all of a
random
sudden
white
he went to
people?
yes,
Yeah, all these
he
random
went to
gave up his freedom.
He went to Utah. He started becoming like this.
I
Like,
don't know if it was Utah, but keep going. I think it was Wyoming or something.
No, it was Utah.
It was Utah.
Oh, was it?
Utah.
He was definitely in he was in Utah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the people he was around, it was just like weird. I was like, even like people that were taking photos with him, like, who is this?
Who are these
like,
people?
is this your
So
manager?
how did he get to go to Utah?
I don't know how he basically, I know he couldn't come back to like Houston. I know he couldn't come to Houston. I know he couldn't go to Louisiana. So I don't know how he decided on Utah, but they said that was
that
like
was the most safe place he could have been, where he wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, where he could do like
all
his
that
house
stuff.
arrest. And so he like built a big like
Like,
compound.
yeah, it was, his house was cool. Like, I used to watch the interviews in there. It's cool, but he gave up his freedom for that because things are not going to be the same. And that's why I'm like, you're going on a tour, stadium tour. Oh, they're about to work you, boy. Like, we got money to make to pay back.
shit.
Yeah.
They about to put like this, y'all. This is his first tour. He's never been on tour before.
Well, all of
stadium
albums.
tour. He's gonna be on stage for 5 hours.
No, he won't be.
Nothing about to work you, boy.
No, but like, no,
That's what we call it.
I'm just saying, like, so like that's crazy to see like a black man just give it up like that.
And then Larry Hoover. How y'all
mean,
feel
if
about that?
Did they pardon him?
I don't give a damn about the black people. Give it up for the black people they pardon. We talk about these people.
I mean,
What?
but
Crystal
they
said.
focus here.
They're still
What?
criminals.
that's. I mean,
They're still criminals, but they've done
They're
time.
criminals?
Who's
How long
criminals?
was Larry Hoover in jail?
but apparently Larry Hoover didn't even do it, did he?
I don't.
It doesn't matter.
Is it-
How
is it
long
la-
was he
not,
in
not
jail?
Larry Hoover.
Yes.
Big Meech.
Big Meech.
Singing.
That's what
That
it is.
Larry Hoover,
No.
the one that be in the rap songs.
Big Meech.
Oh, so he's free now.
Big
Yes.
Meech is not Larry Hoover.
No,
sorry.
no, Larry Hoover's
No,
free.
Larry Hoover is Big Meech.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's
Okay,
not.
I didn't want. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Those are two different people.
Those are two different people.
Well, Big Meech has been free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Big Meech is.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He had a party.
We were referring to Big Meech. That's why I said sorry, guys. But like again, you guys are losing focus.
No,
This
Larry
is
Hoover did get
propaganda.
pardoned,
Listen
He
to
didn't
me.
get pardoned.
No, Larry
So
Hoover
you
got
get propaganda
pardoned
for like the Big
Yeah.
Beautiful Bill?
Yeah.
Big Meech was already free. Larry Hoover got pardoned.
For the Big Beautiful Bill? What do you think it's a propaganda for?
What is no? I
Y'all don't know
like
what the Big Beautiful Bill?
What is that
Can
again?
you explain it?
Yeah,
Is it
you
the-
mind telling?
Is it the Medicaid slash?
Yes.
May not know.
So this is the biggest bill that Trump is trying to get passed. And so it's already been passed in the House. So now it has to get passed in the Senate. And it would make major cuts to Medicaid, Medicare, to the Department of Education, to a lot of different things.
Yes, I think.
To the point where even if y'all haven't seen now, what's his name? The Tesla owner? How did I even forget his name?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk has decided to step
No,
step
he's
down.
done.
His days were done.
His days are
His-
done.
yeah.
He only had 110.
I know he only had 110, but in recent times he actually just spoke out against this big beautiful bill. He basically said that it cannot.
He is a throwaway.
He
girl.
said
Them stocks started dropping. That's what the fuck
He
happened.
spoke out and said like it can't be both. Like Trump is not going to be able to have everything in this bill that he wants because realistically, economically, it won't work.
Oh, now you're thinking about economics.
But crazy. So now that he's gone, now all this stuff is coming out about Elon. It's like they're saying that he's a drug addict.
They couldn't wait to spill that.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
what I said.
throwaway. He's a throwaway.
They're saying that he's a drug addict, and they're saying like all the family issues he had because he like welcomed his 14th child.
What?
Very ghetto.
Yeah, he welcomed like his 14th child recently, and then there's also saying that he like does like very heavy drugs, and they were having to deal with that while he was a part of Doge. So
Oh, is that why he was using that kid to shield himself?
And they're leaking all this. Like they didn't give that man government clearance. Like bye.
that's what I said.
Y'all shut. America's just.
As I said, like it's so crazy.
No,
I'm like,
unconcern yourself.
people get used, and I don't think people realize that they're gonna be used because it's like they literally waited until you denounced yourself from your position, and now all of your business is coming out. That's not a
mean,
coincidence.
The voters are getting used that voted Trump in. They didn't think they're gonna get used.
Oh, well, they knew.
I don't
what
think they're getting used. They signed up for this.
They knew what they were getting.
There's nothing Trump has done that's shocking. This is all what we
No,
all
for
thought was going to
us,
happen.
for us, it's not shocking, but for some people, there's confusion now. Why?
They're just confused because they lost their jobs. And then
Yeah.
they didn't think that it was going to touch them.
No.
And you know what's crazy? Honestly,
Because it was black jobs that were going to be lost.
No, literally,
They didn't
those
realize
were
they
the
had
first to go.
They didn't realize they had black jobs.
Yeah, like literally, didn't realize.
No, facts.
Clock it.
Facts.
That's really what it is. So, okay, so
What about the inmates that escaped?
The what?
The inmates that escaped prison in Louisiana.
You know what's crazy? Now, some of them are criminals, but
all of them are.
I mean,
they're all in there for murder.
Not all of them. I mean, but damn near majority of them are.
But
One is in there for attempted murder.
There's one
the
who
other 9 murder.
There's one who killed his. I think somebody came in, either killed his grandma or one of his relatives,
All 6 of them.
and he hunted that person. And I'm just like, you know what?
You deserve to be in jail. Actually,
Wait, no.
Okay, wait.
I thought he was a vigilante.
He balanced everything though, because didn't that person kill? You said he killed the grandma.
He killed his family
So he went and
members.
found the person that killed
Oh,
his
yeah,
mom.
he did.
So he balanced everything.
So so someone had killed his
Sorry, I know
grandma.
that's not
so
right,
he
but
went back
that's
and
what he did,
killed
even the
them. But I think he also took out other
Yeah.
people.
He took out
There was some other casualties.
that's what I'm saying,
He
y'all.
did
He
not
took
balance
out
everything.
6 people. I think it was
you know
either
what they
4
say?
or 6.
You take out one of mine, then come back and get 10 years. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not one for one. How much was that life matter in
Not
his
an eye
life?
for an eye.
Maybe
you
that
just
one.
quote?
Maybe that one person.
10 eyes.
Maybe
And they
that
took 2.
Maybe that one person like served the role of 6 people. You had a village, he didn't. So it's like, okay, you took away my village, I'm taking away yours. I'm not saying this right. I'm just
crazy?
saying that like
Honestly,
people
like,
get
talking about
pushed.
murder-
You know what's
Murderers
crazy?
here.
Like, I understand the street logic sometimes because it's like, you know, because think about it. Because in the real world, you can't think like that. But in real life, that is how you survive out here. You can't be letting people take out your village and then you don't react.
Because remember,
You look weak.
remember in Sinners, that guy
You look
tried
weak.
to guy tried to rub his little paddy wagon or whatever, and he wouldn't let him, and he let them run away. And he shot him. He was like, I can't have anybody saying that
I
they
felt that.
almost robbed me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that's why he went and took all 6 of those people
Yeah.
to let them know I am not to be messed with.
yeah.
And I can escape prison. So I'll find you again.
I think
Right.
the biggest thing.
That's
so
low-key
the-
kind of lit to me. But anyway, back to being
the
you know,
2
more-
that
the
are
morality.
out. I need to look up their names, but the
They're still
one
on the run.
the one with the tattoo on his face.
What about him?
He's been mocking the police. He's been putting out videos.
Okay, and that's another thing with these inmates, y'all. These new age inmates, we can't be on social
So
media.
one, he had this little like maybe starter locks in prison. So
I feel you in prison because what?
no, he did in prison, and now he like showed
She
his
didn't catch it?
he showed his new haircut.
He cut his hair.
Cut his hair.
So
He
you're
showed the
involving
updated
people.
look.
Showed his updated
What
look.
are you doing?
Talking about what was just past Memorial Day. He was like, man, I haven't swam in a pool in a long time. Shows him diving into a pool,
Oh, he's having the time of his life.
enjoying Memorial
How long
Day.
has he been locked up? If you don't mind me asking,
And it's not AI.
No, it's actually him.
Low-key, 'cause
I don't know how long he was in prison.
it has to have been a long time.
Oh, he said 8 years. 9 years.
That's almost 10 years. Yeah, he's missed a lot. So
Well, let me say. So let's talk about like if y'all were in prison, what's the first thing y'all would do? Because I feel like for me,
Yeah.
I gotta go get me a good meal. I can't hold.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
y'all. I gotta go get me a good
I don't have
meal.
time to stop. I gotta get to Nigeria.
If you don't feel like they're gonna flag your name, you are literally
By boat.
There's
By
a way.
boat.
There's a way.
There's
a
ways.
way.
You gotta go through Mexico. Have the cartel make you a whole
I'm
new
gonna get on
passport.
somebody's shipment and get
all these stolen cars that go over
I'm
there.
getting
That's
out
where
of
I'm
here.
getting.
Okay, I forgot what that's called, but you know they can like once you get to other countries, you can still be arrested.
Extradited, but
Yeah,
I don't
extradited,
care. But
that's
there's
what it
not.
is.
There's
No.
some
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria,
Yes.
They're
If
trying.
they're serious
Okay.
enough, they can extradite you in Nigeria.
But
There's people
I
who
know,
have
you know
been.
what's crazy?
My people don't play about me. You will not find me.
So there's only a
It's
certain.
proven to this day.
There's only certain countries that you can extradite from. So there are certain there's more that you can extradite from than you can't.
Yeah.
But there are certain countries that don't have any type of treaties with the U.S.
Russia.
Nigeria is one of them.
Yeah, that's Russia.
So-
Nigeria is not one of them.
No, I mean, like, come on, Chris.
So they don't have
Russia
they don't
is.
have treaties with them. So by law, the country's not turning them over. That why do y'all think Russell Simmons
He's in Bali. Yeah.
because he can't be extradited from there
Yeah.
because he has crimes here. Why do you think that what's it called? Christian Ronaldo, he won't come back to the United States
he has a
because
whole open
he has
case.
a whole open case
Like
here.
I believe it's like a what? Sexual assault case?
Rape.
Yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me?
The R word?
Yes.
Wow.
I need. Okay, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He has a full case against him.
But
That's the reason why he won't come here. Like you see how Messi came here and started playing for a team in Florida.
So crazy.
Ronaldo can't do that.
He just can't. His wife can. She be here.
Wow.
Y'all watch her show? Her show's on Netflix. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Either way, you can be extradited in a lot more countries. Than
You can.
Like even if they were to escape to another country, they're
To the
gonna
east.
they're
I
gonna
don't
get
know. I
caught.
feel like this guy might be in another country because the fact that he's even posting with
he
the
hasn't
pool.
made it there yet.
No, he hasn't.
I
made
don't
it
know.
there.
I
No,
think.
he has people. They've been planning for this day.
Yeah.
He's the only.
Well, he
one.
was one
What
of
if
the
those are
masterminds.
old videos?
He's one of the masterminds.
I'm saying, what if those are old videos? That's why he doesn't have the starter locks anymore. What if those are old videos?
Oh,
of him,
yeah.
you
And
know?
like trying to throw him off.
Yeah.
But you still have those locks.
yeah.
But they're really pissed about him. So like they've increased their bond.
Is it like 50K?
50,000 now.
that's it.
I'm like,
It started
these
off at
are
5.
Murder.
5,000.
5,000 for murders on the
And they didn't
loose.
say what y'all would do.
They caught 6 out of 10
Because
with 5.
those 6 did not play the game.
And imagine you have an inmate, you give it out for 5, and it goes to 20 the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be mad.
But what would I do?
Yeah.
I would have to agree with Paulette. Like I would have to get my safety.
I mean, yeah.
And then-
obviously,
I'm out.
obviously.
And then after that, it'd probably be like a really good shower.
okay,
It would be a really good shower.
I don't eat good.
I gotta listen.
Listen,
y'all.
I'm gonna live it up there. I'm going back. They're gonna catch me eventually.
they're not gonna catch
So
me.
I'm
So,
like, if you think they're not gonna be caught, and on top of that, isn't there a law where you can like shoot them on arrival if you see them? There is. Like if they're,
I don't know about that.
If
gives life, girl.
I don't
yeah,
think any of
we're
them
talking
have
about
shot though.
prisoners. We're talking, no, none of them have. But I'm saying like none of them have. Yeah, none of
What
them
I'm
have
saying,
yet. It's
Crystal.
possible.
These last two, I don't think they're going. I don't think they're going back willingly.
It's gonna be a standoff.
I think so.
I'm not gonna lie, cause I made it out. I'm not going back. So once I get to the promised land, I'm going to get surgery. I'm getting my face reconstructed because the only way you're not gonna find me, I can't look like me
I think the
anymore.
only way you cannot be found, you wouldn't be able to live in like a major city. You probably have to be in the village.
Listen, I'm going back to living life as someone else. Like I'm new, like born again. Like I'm just not doing my old life again because I'm not going back to prison. I feel like if anyone makes out of prison, you owe it to yourself to make it. Those other inmates that got caught, they didn't want it
Bro,
enough.
the fact they caught one of them sleeping at a bus stop, you wanted to get caught. He literally said, "You know what? You know
like
what?
being in jail."
I fully believe he just went. Maybe he ate a little something, took a little drugs. He's like, you know what?
Prison's
Them
better.
drugs had him knocked out.
Like,
Yeah,
I would be surprised. He said, "Can I borrow your phone?"
yeah.
So there's an inmate. He was ready to go back.
one of the inmates is at the bus stop sleeping. Like, bro, what?
I think that because I think a lot of them didn't have plans because like
None of them, except
No,
the two that are still on the run.
No,
But
the
imagine
one
when they come up to you and
one
they-
just got arrested. A grandma just got arrested.
Yeah, because she helped.
She gave one of them money.
Oh, shelter. Oh, money.
My thing. Okay, say if like someone
got
you
your
know,
grandma arrested.
someone you know.
and she's like,
She got arrested because she was helping. Isn't that
fugitive-
embedding
I know what I'm saying. Why would you involve your grandma?
I was about to ask y'all. So y'all know
Does she
someone
know?
in
Do
prison.
they know better?
Y'all know someone in prison. They escape and they come to your door. Are you opening the door?
No.
No, I'm calling the police.
I'm not gonna.
Because God
I'm
forbid
not
I
gonna
ate
lie.
the bed.
I'm
Get
not
out
gonna
of
lie.
here.
No.
You know, you showed up at the wrong door. You know my principles.
I'm not calling the police. But I'm not answering.
You just involved. You're trying to involve me in your nonsense.
I'm just gonna act
Because
like,
I don't even
I'm
want to
gonna act
say
like it
no.
didn't happen.
No way. So then, because
gonna
everyone
bust
has a
my
ring
door down?
camera, they're gonna see. Oh, you involve me in your mess. I have to send you back for doing that to me.
No,
Sorry,
Brad.
you have to go back.
Thank
You have to go back for
Thank
trying
you,
me on
'cause
that level.
Why did you
That
come
was
to
a
my
selfish
door as if I'm an
Not your
accomplice?
door.
Y'all that black
You think
man
I'm that
Hold on,
friend?
y'all. Hold on, y'all.
that black
Not the
man
friend you can call
on the
like
phone with the
that.
glasses.
The blue shirt.
bro.
I am not the friend you call when you commit crime.
No, because I feel Paulette, because you're not gonna have me as an accomplice.
Absolutely, because police will.
Well, do we know this person or not? If
Don't. Yeah, it's someone you know. Like I
Oh.
would.
You have to go back. You have to go back. You have to
Y'all
go back.
Love me
You have
enough
to go back.
to leave me out of
Yes,
this.
you have to go back. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
You know me as your friend. You should have tried me on that level. You tried to test the friendship.
Oh, you think if Nikki showed up with you? Wow,
No.
that actually is kind of crazy.
Nikki, I love you. And you know I wouldn't want to. I would give you a head start. Like,
A head
I won't
start is
call in
bad.
4 hours, bro. You get as far as you get away from me. I'll give you 24, actually. You know, get out of Texas and then Because I can't go to prison with you. So like, I'm about to tell them she was here. She was here. I'm so sorry. You know, I love you, but and it goes right with this. Like, I'm 24 hours.
No, I
You heard it here.
You're still gonna go to jail 24 hours later because they're gonna ask why you waited 24 hours to call.
No, because I didn't know what to do. And I thought you had someone coming after you. I can act. I'm gonna get free. It's you that has to worry. But it's like, yeah, don't.
That's crazy. I would just
yeah,
It's
don't
not
make me the
crazy.
accomplice.
I'm not
Don't
a
make me the
street girl.
accomplice.
I wasn't born. I don't live by the code.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would legit just
live
like
by the
slide a
law.
note.
Okay. The law is what I abide by.
Respect to the law.
Literally. Okay? I feared prison. I'm not one. I was listening to a podcast and like,
You're not gonna go to prison behind that. Maybe a little jail time,
I'm not. What do I like?
but they're not
No
gonna
one
put you in
asked you
prison.
to run away here.
The grandmother
Trying to
is
get
not going
maybe
to
a little
prison.
jail time.
No one asked
Thank you.
you to
You do a
run
little jail time.
Thank you.
Right.
Now sitting in a
Isn't
jail
that what
wearing
you're trying
that
to escape?
uniform.
You're trying to escape that jail time, though.
Thank you wearing that uniform. Oh, and then you got me out of character. Like that's crazy. No.
30 days in prison is not. I mean, in
You
jail.
said,
is-
Nikki, have you
sit
you
that
know what's
bitch in.
y'all, it's funny because I know people that used to sit out like their warrants in
tickets and
jail.
stuff?
I
Yeah.
used to look at them crazy.
I was.
I'm like,
I mean,
what?
If you
Set
really
up
don't
a
have,
payment plan.
I was just
This
talking
is
about
crazy.
that.
You're in jail for 3 months. 90
3
days?
It'd
months
be the
is
weekend.
crazy.
It'd be the weekend.
It's a
For
weekend.
tickets, it's a
You're
weekend.
sitting out tickets? And not even about sitting out tickets. You're choosing to sit in, like, you're
if someone doesn't
choosing
have the
that.
money, then they
Set up a payment plan.
they want to be
They'll
a
work
law
with
abiding
you.
citizen.
Sometimes it depends on the bond. They don't
Yeah.
always do.
You don't always have 10, especially as
payment
like a
plans?
young
Like
adult.
courts and stuff? Yeah.
Not when you're already in jail.
I was.
Oh wait.
No, she's talking about like someone who's out
People like
here.
will go like they'll have like tickets, and I think you
Yeah,
can
you-
sit it
you
in
can
jail.
sit it in jail.
You can sit tickets out in jail. I would not do that.
Oh, I know people used to do that actually.
But like you gotta think about time in jail feels like, man.
and it depends.
I heard
Some
jail's
places
not
be
that bad.
$25 a
I heard they
day.
give you. I hear they give you hot pockets.
Nikki,
All
you need
right.
to cut it out.
It depends.
All right. You know
actually
what?
need to cut it out.
If you want to
Because-
go there, Nikki, you know what?
No, because
Let's
I
go
don't know
commit a
this jail
misdemeanor.
propaganda that you're giving.
Yeah, no. Because
'Cause,
hot
like,
pockets is. I ain't never heard that.
90 days of hot pockets, yo.
That
And
must
then like
be-
you have to now like you're subjecting me to living in the zoo and doing all that shake,
hell
shake,
no.
shake. Hell no.
Yeah, no one's gonna shake
Hell
you.
no.
Oh my god.
You want someone to really sign themselves up for that?
Y'all
Girl,
are
you going back
funny.
to prison?
No, but speaking, I want to bring some. Does anyone watch the movie Sister? Is it Sisters?
The show?
The show Sisters.
Yeah.
Is her name Karen? Is Zara? Is this?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
the extent.
Well, apparently, whoever plays that character, she says that when they went out to go somewhere with Tyler Perry, and they traveled somewhere, and her bags didn't come in time. Like she had like a whatever, it didn't come in time, whatever. So Tyler Perry gave her his black card and said, "Get whatever you need to be comfortable. Whatever you need."
Wow.
Yeah. She said she went straight to the Rolex store. She goes, I had a black card in my hand. She goes, I could not. I had to go straight to the Rolex store. A lot of people say she was acting like her character. That's why I brought that up. But I say that to say, like, if y'all were in that situation, Tyler Perry puts a black card in your hand, what would you do?
I'm getting what I need.
To be
And a Rolex is not one of them.
I'm not getting it
I would
wrong.
give it
I
a-
need to get the
And the thing
things
is-
that were missing in my suitcase
Yeah.
and
But-
then go to work.
But here's my thing, though. You can still spend a good
What?
amount. I'm going to Sephora.
Yeah, I need some things.
I'm
But,
going to
like,
Zara.
what?
Like I'm going to think I might go to Saks and Neiman's, get a little
Yeah.
shoe. Like
Right.
I'm getting what I need, but I'm going to be.
not gonna go to
Was there any
Rolex.
blowback
Yeah.
after that? Did he care?
Apparently not. I mean, she's still active for him, but
You
know.
went and bought a Rolex on someone's black
And
card.
she was laughing about it like it was
No
cute.
shit.
I mean, well, clearly they have a type of relationship.
No.
because I mean, y'all gotta think about it. A Rolex money to Tyler Perry
Yeah.
is nothing.
I
He's a
know, but like it's the
billionaire.
principle behind the action.
and low key. And I think sometimes
That's
some
weird.
people, they can get kind of, what's that word? Not a title, but kind of immune to how much things really cost. Because when you're around somebody who spends such like an extravagant amount of money,
You think you're
the thing
entitled?
that maybe you would
the
think,
word's
okay,
entitled.
this is, well, not entitled, but maybe like, for you, you're like, that's a lot of money for her to spend on his car. She may know him enough to be like, man, he spends this on caviar. Like, I know
But,
to
like,
him,
that's him
he's
spending.
lost the essence of how much
Yeah,
that costs. So
right.
To him, he thinks I just bought a fossil watch.
But I feel like, but then I feel you. But then at the same time, like that's not your place to now take
It's
advantage
not.
of that.
It's
That's
not.
weird.
But
to
at the
me.
same time,
That's
okay.
weird.
But at the same time, Sisters is one of his biggest hit shows.
wasn't it the one with Jill Scott?
No, that's
Oh, why don't you get married?
that's First Wife Club.
Oh no,
this-
I've never seen the show you're talking about.
That's
Wow.
not Jill.
I
is
think it
First
was
Wife
called
Club?
First
I think
Wife.
it's First Wife Club.
Sisters.
So
shows
Sisters is like, huh?
he has a lot of shows out.
Oh, he has a lot of shows.
Tyler Perry, y'all. Okay, and I want to talk
See
about
why he
that
a
next.
billionaire?
Yeah, he
I
has a
have
lot
a
of shows.
question.
But Sisters is like one of his biggest hits. So, and she is one of the main characters. So at the end of the day, she has made him a lot of money. So clearly they have that type of relationship where she even feels like
I mean, shoot. That's kind of lit.
she could do that because there's no way she would still be working for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So clearly she's made him the money to where he feels like, and who knows what kind of gifts he's bought in her. So to him or to her.
Got in her car or house.
Exactly. So she's probably like, this is nothing to Tyler.
Right.
And he wouldn't entrust her with a black card that has no limit on it.
But still, it's like, damn, that must suck to like, when you're like rich, people just take advantage of you naturally.
But was it taking advantage?
Yeah, it was.
You
It doesn't matter if we have a long working relationship.
Yeah,
you told me to
you
get
were
the
taking
stuff that I'm
advantage.
missing out of my luggage, not a Rolex.
Well, she was missing a Rolex.
It doesn't matter. Go replace that yourself. You have insurance. Go do that. That is not Tyler
But what
Perry.
if she was missing a Rolex?
But,
So I'm not feeling-
but you should have, that should be insured.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, I hear you. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's rich. But it's like, deep down, it's like, that's kind of, that's why I said, dang, being rich like that, people naturally take advantage of you.
I
Because
just
think about it, you're like, I mean, the black card is it's unlimited. So it's like, but it's like, dang, people are naturally just want to take advantage because they can.
I don't know if it was taking advantage of. Like, I think it's just one of those things where you're like, that's the situation you're in. You can
took
do
advantage
it.
of the situation.
So she played. Did y'all watch Acrimony?
Yeah.
Yes.
She played Diana in Acrimony.
Who's Diana?
I didn't watch Acrimony. Have y'all watched Beauty and Black?
Yeah.
Yes.
She plays Mallory.
Who's
Oh,
Mallory?
Mallory. I know the main character.
So that's who
the
did
one
it.
that married him.
No, Mallory is the stripper.
the
Oh, Mallory
What?
is, yes. Mallory is
okay, yeah. Oh,
Mallory's
her?
the wife.
What stuff has she been in?
I just
No, what all these y'all say she's been on a lot of his stuff. What other stuff has she been in?
No, she said they're in
No, that's what I thought she was
his
in Sisters.
biggest.
oh,
not
she's not in Sisters.
I think it was
Oh, so
Beauty and
it's just
Black.
Beauty and Black.
and
Nikki,
Acrimony.
no.
And Acrimony.
And
She's been in a lot of other stuff too, but I'm just naming the two most recent.
Her, the one that.
Yeah, she's
Are we
the
sure that's Mallory, the one that
the
was a
life-
stripper?
No, the wife of the family.
the guy that had the drinking problem.
Yeah. That's
Her?
Mallory.
What else has she been in?
She said Acrimony.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I know people don't like Tyler Perry's movies, but like he's created a lane and has maximized off of it.
Yeah, but this one,
He's
Did y'all see
paid.
this most recent one that's in like the top 10 of Netflix?
It's always in the top 10.
It's just
It's a Tyler Perry film.
it's a show, but yeah, it's okay.
I was on TikTok. Someone was like, Tyler Perry movies is just a wash and repeat. It's a wash, rinse, and repeat. That's it every
But
time.
Sisters is really good.
Is For Better or Worse? Is that a Tyler Perry show too?
Oh, I don't know. But I know Sisters is for sure. And that's actually a very good show.
I know y'all always talk
It's
about
coming
it.
to an end, I think. I think
Already?
Apparently, I think that they shoot their last season.
this is the last season.
Dang.
But it's like
What
it's
season are they on?
9 or 10.
Was that the one
Oh,
everyone was mad about?
wow.
Then they said it didn't have to end.
And y'all, and then Tyler Perry has soap operas. The Have and Have Nots. I heard that's a very great show.
Oh, the Have and Have Nots is good.
I've never watched it.
I thought we watched it together.
No, I've never seen that. I've never seen that show.
Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah, I heard it. That's what I'm saying. It's a
A
soap
lot
opera.
of his shows, even Beauty and Black,
That's
I've
what I'm
heard nothing but
saying.
good things
and
about
like,
it.
okay, Beauty and Black is good, but it's like you know what you're getting.
Didn't they bring out a season 2 already?
Season 2 is coming out June 7th, guys. So yeah, ready for it.
Already?
Yeah,
Is it pre-written?
I think they shoot the shows in like 4 days.
Got to.
I mean, he has his own.
If you
he
watch
has
the
his own
show,
studio.
it looks like it was shot in a week.
Right. But he has his own studio, so I mean, it makes sense. He can do all the
Like,
production.
It don't be looking like it took months. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what makes him Tyler Perry. He can literally create movies in 20 minutes and then be number 10 on Netflix.
I mean, they people do interviews say that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No, I'm saying, but
everyone
it
be
low-key
talking mess
makes
about it, but like
sense.
this man can write a film in 20 minutes and have it done it within 4 or 5 days.
No, because you know what I think it is because sometimes I think of Tyler Perry, the writer, and I forget that he's also a production company.
Yeah.
He is his own
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, 21st Century, Fox. He's that. So of course, as much shows that they're all pumping out,
Yeah.
he's pumping out the same amount. I keep forgetting
And
it.
you gotta think about it. They're all at his studios. They're
That's
all
what I'm
at Tyler
saying.
Perry
That's what
Studios.
I'm
So
saying.
he
Yeah.
and then the type of set that he built, they said it covers like miles and miles
No, I
and
believe it.
miles.
And y'all,
So-
Tyler keeps a lot repetitive employed.
He does.
So I
He
have
is
to
Black
give it. I have
Hollywood.
to give it to him. Like I know his movies are a lot and repetitive, but
I'ma
he
watch
created a lane for himself and has not gone anywhere. Like that man used to be in front of the camera. Now he's behind the scenes and really making moves. Like I have to give give him flowers while they're alive. That's lit to me.
And imagine this man started off writing plays.
In his origin story, he was homeless in his car.
Like,
Look where he's at. Like, and you're able to take care of so many people. Like to me,
Honestly, a man with a plan.
Listen,
That part.
but guys, this has been another amazing episode. I feel like lately we've just been like rolling. Like it's a big LOL, honestly. And so I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope that y'all comment and let us know if we were tripping in some of the segments, you know, the kind of deep. But follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Petty Party Pod. If you have any motos or if you have a petty chronicle you want to share, pettyparty12814@gmail.com is where you can reach us. Make sure you interact with us on YouTube. Please Spotify, leave comments on the podcast app as well. Reshare, like, subscribe, all that jazz. It's your girl Makalette signing out. Holla.
Bye, y'all.
It's your girl Just Nick checking out. And if I can come to your house after escaping jail, let me know. God,
I'm screaming. Bye, y'all. It's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris. Peace.
bye.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.